So hi guys and welcome to another episode of Test Drive Thursday. Today we are driving the Renault Major. But as we have been driving quite a few classic trucks recently, I thought, why not? Let's drive another classic truck. So, you join me in the beautiful city of Paris. You see there's the Eiffel Tower at the top right of your screen. And yeah, we're at the Renault dealer, which is where you can find this truck if you decide to install it at the end of this video. But yeah, so on Test Drive Thursday, if you're new, what we do is we go to the upgrade shop. I show you all the accessories that you can put on this truck, and we go for a short drive and I show you what the truck's all about, the history of the truck, and if I think you should download this mod. So let's get right into it right now. Right, so on the inside of the truck, just before we go to the upgrade shop, I just want to show you around a few things. So it is pretty basic in here, I have to say, but it does sort of reflect sort of the design at the time. This is sort of a 90s truck, so everything's really boxy, but what I have to say is it feels extremely wide, this cabin. If I go all the way back now, it just looks so wide, and it does look like a bit like a military cupboard, but yeah, I think it looks rather cool. The steering wheel is a bit weird with that sort of design, but it's different. I like it. And the dials, I have to say the speedometer is very good, except that you can't really see it, so you have to sort of bend around to sort of see it, but up to around 70 kilometers an hour it's okay, and then once you pass what, 110, you can see it again. So then in the middle, it's a bit low res, I have to say, but that is your rev counter, and then the green area is your eco zone. Below that you have got your fuel, so it only comes in a 4x2, so as you can see we just got under 3/4, and I've done 441 miles in this truck because regular viewers of the channel, and if you're not, please subscribe, will know I drove this truck on the time-lapse this week, so I've done a few miles on it already, and I've averaged 103.6 litres every 100 mile, which is terrible, absolutely terrible. It does drink the fuel, this thing, but it's got what, almost half a tank, so you can do 1,000 miles in a tank pretty easily. I did drive it pretty hard, see. You've got 537 litres, so it holds about 900 litres, and there's your remaining range, but I wouldn't trust that because it just drinks the fuel. And then we've got the sat nav and the table, but yeah, it is a bit low res, but you've got all the gear stick and stuff down there. You got the pedals. It's not too bad. I think it's done really well, but it's some areas it's a bit low res, so overall pretty good. So now let's head over to the upgrade shop and I'll show you what you can do in there. Okay then, so here we are in the upgrade shop. So if we go to cabins, you can see there's two cabins to choose from. One with or without the sort of aero piece here. It is fully shaded in, and it is to a high detail. In fact, I really do like that. Really detailed aero piece. But if you don't need it, obviously don't go for it. It does make it more of a sleek looking cab opposed to something sticking out the top, but it is very boxy, this thing. So the choice is yours. Depends what you're taking overall. As I said, you can only get a 4x2 in this thing. Then engines, it goes from a Euro 5 380 to a 460. So these engines aren't actually for this exact model of truck. They're just taken from the Renault Premium now. But previously, I'll get into the history of the truck and all the engines and stuff later on. But it came with, I think it was, hang on, I'm trying to think here, trying to read my notes. So it did come with a straight 6 or something, but some did come with a V8. I'll get into all that after. So there's 2 gearboxes. Obviously these are from the standard Renault, so you got the OptiDrive, OptiDrive, or the OptiDrive with the retarder. I'm pretty sure this truck wouldn't have these transmissions, but whatever, it's here. This is the interior. You can sort of see it better now once we got some light, but fabric on the roof looks pretty cool. Some sleeping curtains there. The radio, that's stock. You got these lights here. Sadly they don't light up. Speakers. I'm just trying to find anything else that I haven't gone through already, but yeah, you can see some of the low-res textures here. But there's all buttons here, there's buttons on the side, and yeah, it's really cool. I like it. Sadly, there's not many options for the paint. You got this sort of, it's called Opti-Fuel Grey, but it's sort of a Nardo Grey. Actually quite a popular colour now, nowadays. And then you've got this colour that I went for with the time-lapse. It's very controversial, this colour. It's turquoise with the matching wheels, but I thought, let's be different. And yeah, I think it looks alright. Then you've got the metallic colour. I'm not sure if this truck would have a metallic colour, but it's there, I suppose. Yeah, let's just put it for white for testing. So as you can see, there's not actually many options, so we'll ignore the wheels, as they're on every truck obviously, but this is the options. So you've got the front mud flaps. They don't waver out or anything, just static, but if you want them, they're there. Moving on up, you can change it from a Finnish number plate to a, is that Kazakhstan? I don't know, I'm not sure where that's from, but those 2 number plates, that's all you can choose from. You can't have your own World of Trucks plate on it, which is a bit annoying to be fair, but well. Next you can have these 2 lights up. These are Hella lights, I believe. You can either have it with or without them. Choice is up to you, but yeah, they do light up. It does look pretty cool with that sort of array of lights. They do match these lights down here, in fact, which I believe are high beam, but I'm not super sure on that. Over here you can have some stickers on. You can have these blue and black stickers, or without them if you don't want them at all. With the sun visor, there aren't any options for it, but it's sort of this blue tint on it, so that could reflect your paint scheme. But yeah, that's rather cool. You can have some sort of telepasses and radar stuff down there. And then here you've got 2 curtain options. So you've got, if you go into the interior sec, you've got this sort of weird one, and then you've got these sleeper curtains. So this is only really helpful for taking photos, but it sort of it's weird because it sort of gives you an idea of what it's like being in the truck when you go in, if it was going to bed or something. So I could make a really cool film with something like this, but yeah, it's a really weird and cool effect, the way it stops the light coming in. It's weird, I like it, but obviously you can't drive with it, so yeah, one day SCS should add that. On the interior you've got all your cabin accessories that you can chuck onto your dash if you wish. On this table, sadly you cannot remove this table, which is a bit annoying. But you got all your standard stuff down here. You got your mirrors, can't remove them, I don't believe, no. And you got your sat nav down there, which I do recommend you having. And then that is pretty much it for the configuration, apart from the wheels. So not a lot of it, I have to say, but at least giving it an effort. But yeah, hopefully when this mod develops, if it develops that is, they will start to add more accessories. So now I'm going to show you a time lapse of me building this truck to my spec. Okay then, so here it is, the finished truck. So I've gone for this sort of beige look, and I forgot to mention the horns earlier on. You can add or remove them, and they sound pretty cool. So I do like that. The audio is a bit weird on this truck. I'll just let you listen to it when it starts up. Hear that sort of rumble? I don't know, it just sounds a bit... But yeah, it does sound pretty cool, this thing. Definitely different audio to the stock Renault. So I have already got a job scheduled in. It's lumber, 15 tons, but we've only got 40 minutes, so it's going to be a test to this truck's performance to see if we can get there. And so we do need to put our foot down if we do want to make that job. So try and get out of this. Get out of this dealer. Right, lights are green. Oh. You have to put a lot of turning input to actually steer this thing, I've noticed. You have to have a lot of logs to actually move it around, so that's a bit annoying for reversing. And then I've just got a ticket, but yeah, it sounds pretty awesome, I have to say. And I have upgraded to the 430 brake engine. In the time lapse I was driving the 380, I believe. So that's going to be a bit of an upgrade for me. And I am interested to see how it will affect the fuel economy. So make sure we look at that at the end. If I don't, you guys can have a look at the end. And it does feel pretty quick for a 430 brake engine though, I have to say. No idea what speed we're doing. Somewhere between, okay, 80. So 50 miles an hour. That is in kilometers, by the way, that speedo. Bear that in mind. But yeah, it's really quick, I have to say. Let's see if we get this job. We should have. Yeah, easy in this Renault. Where are we? Sata. Okay, so let's get over here, and then I'll start talking about the sort of history of this truck. Interesting getting this out of here, so turn it in. See, it doesn't have a... Okay, so with my G27 I've got 900 degrees of turn, so I'm currently at 90 degrees now, and you can see the wheel isn't, so there isn't a lot of lock on the wheel, as you can see. So yeah, bear that in mind, it's not 1-to-1, you have to change your ratio if you're using a wheel like I am. And just before I forget, I'm just going to check if it works with advanced coupling. So it'd be pretty interesting, I am not using that as much as like. So let's go advanced coupling, it should work. Let's reverse on. I don't think so. Pretty bang on. See, it's just going straight through there, so it's either this trailer that doesn't work or it is the truck. So that's pretty interesting. And if you guys test this truck out and find that it doesn't work, please do tell me. Probably should have tried it with a stock trailer, to be fair, but this is the best one I could find. But yes, this is Renault Major. It's called the Renault Major called the Renault Major after the Renault R. So this is the R series of the Renault. As you can see, it says R on the side, R340 Ti Major. So yeah, so this is the Renault R range, and it was a range of heavy duty trucks. It was produced from 1980 to 1996. So 16 years the R range was in production. Before it's got called the Renault Premium 1996, and it led on from there. So the R series sort of ranged from the smallest, which was a R280. I know it just sounds like Scania now, their R series, but it had lowest had an R280 all the way up to the V8 R420. Obviously, as I said, we don't have those engines currently in the game, we just have these stock Renault Premium ones, but hopefully soon that could be on the mod developer's wish list. And the mod developer, or the author, is actually Daniel Shamsura. Sorry I can't pronounce your name correctly, but yeah, I forgot to mention your name at the start. Nice 430 there. Right, let's get going. So this is 15 tons, so not too heavy. So I'll be interested to see how this thing cuts up. It's doing alright though. Sadly we don't have a front mirror, which I would like. I'm trying to keep it in the eco zone this time. But yeah. So it was actually originally built, this truck, by Berlier, and the truck came the top of the line offering Renault's new heavy commercial line. And so this truck, or the R series, was sort of Renault's offering for longer journeys and longer travel basically. So it was more geared up for comfort for the driver, rather than short hops basically. So very comfortable truck. Compared to today's standards, it looks pretty basic. And the high roof model was bonded and riveted fiberglass extension called the Turboliner, and that was sold at the beginning of 1986. So in 1990, the Renault R Series actually received a facelift, and it looked a lot more like it does now the Renault Major. So it had a painted grille and a lot more aerodynamic appearance than it did before. And in 1992 it was renamed the Major. Then, as I said, in 1996 it was replaced by the new Renault Premium, which is what we drive now, which is now being replaced by the Renault Range T, I believe. I'm pretty sure the Range T has replaced everything, so call it history there, but I'm not going to go into too much of that. I'm just going to try and keep to the Renault Major's history. And we can sort of review Renault's history when we get to the Range T, when the DLC drops for that, which should be pretty exciting. But yeah, the Renault R was equipped with Renault's 12-litre G series inline 6 turbo diesel, and some of the high-powered models, which were the R360, R370, R390 and R420, received the 4.88 litre V8 unit, which is pretty beastly. Not too sure where this audio comes from. I'm guessing it comes from the R340 Ti engine, but not sure. They also had the TI, which was, I'm guessing it's turbo injection. Not too sure. I really don't know. I don't know what it means, but probably something in French. Like turbo air injection. I don't know. But yeah, it's sort of like GTX now, Nvidia. So you get the GTX now 80, maybe the 980 Ti, so it's basically the one up from that basically. So yeah, the most powerful 6 engine, or the inline 6 engine, was the 385 brake horsepower R385 Ti. That was produced use in the 1990s. Let's see if I can get in here. I've noticed that I can't see an indicator anywhere. The only sort of visual thing is the indicator stalk. There isn't actually a light that pops up, which is a bit annoying. But you do have the audio, so it's not too bad. You see sort of hear the turbo whine there. Sounds pretty cool. Let's turn out. Where are we going? Alright. Let's double check where we're going. So we're going to Orly. So yeah, fuel is going down. The thing about France is that you're constantly stopping for tolls, so you can hardly ever get the fuel economy up. You have to have a really powerful truck to get it up to speed, because if you don't, by the time you have got it up to speed, a lower powered truck, you have to come back off the power again, which is it's really annoying to get. Miles per gallon now. So let's turn back into this lane. Right, so we are currently doing 60 miles an hour. I've noticed that speedo is a little bit out. I do use the cruise control speed down there, you can see it. It's quite visual, that thing. But on the, yeah, what's this mod like to drive? So, let's put it into a lower gear there. It's very noisy, I have to say. You can't, it's not like the Volvo. I mean, the new Volvos, which is super quiet, you can hear the wind noise. It's basically like driving an electric truck, the new Volvos. This, you've got a really loud engine, which is right underneath you, as it is a cab over. But it's not much insulation in here, it's, I don't know. But yeah, I'm guessing it is authentic. It doesn't feel like a truck that has got much, it's not very refined, even though it was designed for longer journeys. It doesn't look like it's got a lot of creature comforts in here. I mean, I'm pretty sure it won't have that digital display that we got now. That's just an add-on for Euro Truck. But yeah, it's really nice to drive. I really do like it. It feels very top-heavy, I have to say. But I do like Renault trucks. I like the classic Renaults. I think it looks really cool. Looks very classy with the painted grille, which, as I said, was an addition in the 1990s. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. I really do like it. And the audio is pretty good, apart from, once you get going, it's alright, but when you're starting off, the audio of this truck, it's a bit weird. And if you like, put it in neutral now. See, that noise there. It's alright, not too bad. What else? So we got the things I don't like. As I said, I don't think some parts are as high res as they could be. In the gear stick. Yeah, I just crashed. You've got the rev counter. It's weird because it's only the rev counter that's low res. The rest of it is okay. Not being able to see the indicator, but that may be a feature of the actual truck. There is not much configuration. There's no way of saying that. You can't make this a show. Well, if you're a regular of Test Drive Thursday, you'll know how I think truck configuration is good enough. So if you're new, what I basically think is if you can turn the truck from a complete workhorse and then into a complete show truck in the configuration, then that is successful accessories and config. But if you can't, like this, no, it's not very good. I mean, you can change your paint on this, you can have the add some lights at the front, you can add some mud flaps, but that's pretty much it. And then you've got the interior, which you can add a few cabin accessories to, and the curtains. I do like the sleeper curtains, but obviously they're not implemented into the game properly yet, so you can't use them. You can only sort of use them for, if I was making a video, that's the only sort of way I can think. I mean, I'd have to stop then I'd have to quickly fly to the garage, pick up the accessory for the lights, and then I would have to fly back and then film again. So it could work for me making a video, but other than looking cool, they serve absolutely no purpose. But nice touch, but I don't see the point of it. They could have spent that making their own custom bull bar or custom accessory or something. But I think I missed a trick there. But yeah, early days for this mod, so I do hope to try it again in the near future. Hear that weird noise? Is that just me? That's weird. Right, here we go. In we get. Delhi, France. Okay, let's park this up. Let's park this lumber up at the farm. Nice little journey in this truck. Do like my classic trucks. I'm coming to them. When I jump back in a modern truck, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, my ears. It's so quiet. I mean, when I jump back in the MAN this week, I found it so quiet compared to the classic trucks that I was driving. I mean, this thing is what? Almost 20, yeah. About 20 years old, over 20 years old, so it's definitely a classic. Yeah, I really do think you should give it a go. It's early days for this mod, but it's nice. I do like it, but I do like Renault trucks, so I'm a bit biased, but awesome. It is weird that I hardly ever come across trucks that I think you shouldn't get. This thing is just so cool. I mean, look at it. Can't say that doesn't look nice. I just love how big the badges are. It looks awesome. I really do like it. But let's see how we did. Noisy farm, so excellent. Okay, that's fine. 7 grand. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, I know it's a bit of a shorter episode than normal, but yeah, it's a nice little short truck, nice little drive. Definitely do recommend it. There's so cool features. I mean, the indicators that they're all implemented correctly. Yeah, it's nice. I really do like it. So if you have enjoyed, make sure you click that like and subscribe for a lot more. And hopefully hear to you in the comments down below. Have a chat or discuss the truck. Any further information that you want to find out about it, make sure you put it in the link there in the description. No, not in the description. In the comments below, and I'll be sure to reply to every single one. So again, thank you for watching. Click like and why not subscribe for a lot more, and I will see you very soon.